Good morning again, guys. All right, this is one to give you a heads up for what to expect, something that you can kind of prep for. Obviously, it's getting cold out, okay? Winter's coming. Surprise, surprise, happens every time this year, though. People seem to go, oh, what happened? Okay. We've all talked for a couple of months about what's going on in Europe with natural gas, coal, wood, whatever would be, for them to not be able to heat their homes over the winter. And as I've said many times, watch what happens in Europe and get ready for it to come here. Guess what? It's here. Okay. There was a report that was put out yesterday overnight. You know, you love how they bury these things on a Friday night, hoping nobody'd see them. Fortunately, there's prepper channels, guys like me, guys like Steve Poplar, that pay attention to this stuff and can enlighten the masses. Start putting some money away, guys. Consumer Energy Alliance came out with what it's going to cost to heat our homes over the winter. And they are estimating that it will cost $14 billion more this year than it did last year for the American public. Okay? Doesn't matter what you use either. All right? And I'm going to give you these figures here as I got them. All right? Those of you in the Northeast primarily who use heating oil, yeah, costs are going to be up 27% higher than last year. That customers are expected to spend an extra $2,354 this winter to heat their house with heating oil. Now, that's on average, obviously. You own a big house, small house, whatever it would be. Okay. Live in an apartment, but what's in the boiler room, who knows? All right, so heating oil up 27%. Okay. Those of us who use electricity to heat our homes, that's expected to go up 10%, okay, costing the average consumer an extra $1,359, okay? Those of you that use propane, up 5%. You'll pay an extra $1,668. And I know, how's it 10% more for electric and 5% more, but it's more money for propane. Well, propane costs were already high, and they're expected to go up another 5%. Okay. This is what's going on. All right. You're getting the electric companies that are, as I'll give you this one out of this story, Consolidated Edison, Con Ed up in New York, urging customers to take actions now that can help them manage their costs this winter, as market prices for electricity and natural gas are expected to be substantially higher. Okay. Those of us on electric, which is still a lot of people, not only me, obviously, we got to remember where our electricity comes from. Mostly fuel oils or coal. All right. I mean, now for me, some of it comes from hydro, which is good. But, those solar and wind solutions apparently not working too well again. When I say this is important, and I know people go, oh, gee, here it is. We're talking about heating prices going up. As Con Ed put it, take action to do whatever you need. An extra $2,300 over the course of 3 months, okay? Seasons are 3 months. Granted, it's getting colder now, okay? It'll be cold in fall and cold in the beginning of spring, but winter's 3 months long, okay? $2,654, that's almost 900, or 27, yeah, almost $900 more a month. Can your budget handle an extra $900 bill a month? Mine sure as hell can't, okay? So this is where it comes time to prepare for it? Do you have the ability to turn your thermostat down now? And I'm just going to make up some numbers. Let's say your electric bill is $150 a month. Can you turn your thermostat down a degree? Each degree you turn your thermostat down supposedly saves you about $10 a month in your electric bill. All right. So if you can turn your thermostat down a degree or two, all right, there's a little money you can put back for the winter, whatever it would be. Is it a time to maybe go out, see if you can find some sales real quick on a few more sweaters, a few more sweatshirts, maybe a couple more pairs of thick socks, long underwear, sweatpants, something like that? It's gonna be a cold winter. Think of Texas, what they went through 2 winters ago. Okay. Remember people freezing to death. Remember people dying of carbon monoxide because they were bringing their barbecue grill in the house, turning on their stove to heat the house. Don't do stuff like that. You need to come up with other things. If you don't have an alternate heat source already, a little buddy heater, with the little propane tanks, the 1 gallon tanks or whatever, 1 pound tanks, whatever they are, 1 pound tanks, 1 gallon. Maybe time to get a few, get one of those or a couple of those and some of the propane tanks. You can also get the adapter so it'll fit on a barbecue grill tank, and that'll keep you going for a couple of days at least. Get it now while you can. I know we've talked about in the past about filling up your propane tanks if you heat with propane or something in the house. Probably a little late for that. Hopefully you were doing that in August, September if you needed it. But now is the time to start finding your alternative energies, what you can do, or alternative heat sources. If you've got your fireplace, okay, or your wood stove, have you got all your wood? I hope you do, you're preppers, okay? But if you don't, get it now. The prices are going to go up, all right? Especially as soon as people start seeing the electric bills, the gas bills, and they go, holy crap, I can't do this. I need to put more firewood on the fire. Where's firewood? Look exactly what happened in Germany a month or so back. What I was telling you about in Berlin, where a cord of firewood all of a sudden was $1,100. Can you imagine paying $1,100? Get it now. Go cut your wood. Well, it's probably a little late for that too because it's not going to be seasoned. So you're going to need to have something. But guys, figure this out. More warm blankets, more comforters, more everything. Because now the story is there that we all talked about. And all those people who didn't listen, i.e. 99% of the country who doesn't do anything. I hate when I do that. 99% of the country who doesn't do anything to prep, they're going to have a shock. And the funny part is when you get more stories like came out of, I want to say it was North Carolina the other day, where there was a petition put through a neighborhood where the HOA was asking people to cut down on their electricity usage in their house, turn their thermostats down so that the 4 people in the neighborhood who had their electric cars could charge it, and that they didn't overtax the grid, and they wanted to make sure that for their local power that they were able to get their cars charged. But it was okay if you just had to freeze a little bit. Wait, you may start hearing stuff like that come out too, where they start rationing fuel. If that happens, you better have a backup plan. Pinball out.